Hi everybody, it's John Burke of Burke Co along with Foster Real Estate Group and a better real estate experience with the weekly market report. So of course below you will find links to everything that was listed, sold, put under contract in Sea City, Avalon Stone Harbor, the Wildwoods, and Upper Township, including Strathmere. A theme has emerged if you follow these each week, and that's about the timing of data. There's different data in real estate, and all of it arrives with different time sets. And this today actually gives us a sort of point to touch on that, because we have both, and you can find the links. We always have these on our website too if you're ever curious, but we'll provide the link below this video if you're watching it on the website, which is the best place to watch it. Each month we get from Long & Foster a market report for the communities that we follow, and that's finalized data. So it shows up about 2 weeks, about 15 days after the end of the month. So we are mid-April right now, so we have the finalized numbers for March. Now that is very accurate information, but it's also information that's a little bit delayed, right? The information that is perhaps the least reliable in a way, right, because it's not actually backed up by specific data, is anecdotal evidence on the ground. And this is what you get when you talk to other agents about what's going on. And the reason I say that we're at an interesting point this week is that we have those new reports for last month because we're mid-month, and you can check those out, and you might see a little bit of the trend that I'm talking about, because you will see that despite the fact that the number of listings in a lot of communities has gone down, and I'm particularly talking about Sea City right now, compared to last year, the number of new listings went down in the course of the month. The number of homes on the market is actually up, and up substantially from where we were last year. So we're seeing fewer listings, but more homes, which means there are homes sitting around on the market. And that brings us to the anecdotal point that I want to make. I have spoken to several agents, several prominent agents, particularly in the Sea City market, and they're reporting the same experience that I right now am experiencing, which is a belief that despite the fact we are in the busiest part of the year, and I thought perhaps Easter would make me think that maybe we were just in a slight slowdown going into Easter. But this weekend, big weekend, Easter weekend, I did not see a serious uptick in activity. It's slow. It is slow right now in the real estate. So whether that becomes a long-term trend, we're gonna have to wait for real data to look at it and prove what I'm talking about. But anecdotally on the ground, I am not the only agent that would report that back to you. And if that is correct, if that anecdotal evidence becomes data-driven evidence in a short period of time, that would be a major development. Consistent with what a lot of people have expected as interest rates moved up, which they obviously have somewhat dramatically in the last month and a half, 2 months. So that is what I want to report. If you want to look at all the homes, you can obviously do that again with the links, which are always there, but anecdotally on the ground, it's a little bit slower. And if that's the case, this is a major development. And I think next week I will be more comfortable pronouncing whether I really believe that's going on. So if you want to talk about that, we're always happy to talk. How does that affect your plans, buying, selling? Reach out to us. You can call us on the team line, 609-478-0333, 609-478-0333, or you can email the team at burkeandco@lnf.com. See you next week.